Hello there, Mind Power peeps, and I just wanted to come on this week because I'm just doing my best to keep on track with all of the weekly videos here that I desire to put out as a continuation of this mind power trip that I'm currently on. Well, today I have the video that I'm making today is going to be a little different than some of the ones you've seen in the past. There might be a few more extra clips, and that's because I am not writing up a script this time. I'm going with what's on my heart, what in my mind, my heart, and I'm allowing myself to be guided into what the best message, what needs to be said on this day. This morning I had a wonderful breakfast with a good friend, and we discussed all kinds of things, but amongst which how the world is full of information, how the internet is filling our brains with all kinds of information. There's more information going through our minds as a human being today, in this day and age, than ever has before. And there's so many opinions, and there's so much out there to process. And it shows up in the internet, it shows up on TV, all of the TV shows that are out there, from talk shows and opinion shows to just the mundane TV, comedies, standard stuff that's there to entertain us. All the movies, I love movies. There's so many movies coming out, and there's seeds of truth in many of these films. And at the same time, it's there to entertain us. Let's face it, we are entertainment junkies. I'll admit it for myself, I do love the distractions, and that is part of the problem. You see, I call my website Mind Power Tips, or Mind Power for Magic, which is my school online. And Mind Power is a bit of a misnomer, in the sense that the real and true power is the one that comes from our heart. You see, the mind is a terrible master. The mind is a terrible leader. It's the realm of the ego. And when the ego is in the driver's seat, well, chances are if you look in the mirror, you see what results that produces. And so the real power, the real guidance is our intuitive or heart sense. That is a true leader. When we get our guidance from there, then we lead a whole different life. So as I expressed today about all of the different ways in which we can experience life and go through life on a daily basis, wanting to achieve our dreams, our goals, our desires, our ideal weight, meet our ideal partner, or improve that wonderful relationship that we are currently in, or want that better job or that career, or to start that business, or to regain that health that we lost, or to try and reconnect with the people that are most important to us, our children perhaps, our spouses, our other family members, parents, siblings, all of these things. We all have these desires. And when we let our mind clutter up our head space, it's easy, all too easy, and I'm all too familiar with this one, to fall into overwhelm. With everything going on, all that background noise, it's so easy to fall into overwhelm. Through that conversation I had with Matthew this morning, it became really clear to me is that that's one of the things that the Free Your Mind 30-day online training helps with. And that's that feeling of being able to get a handle and start to take back control of our minds from the overwhelm, from all the stimulation that we're currently exposed to, all the distractions, all the stimulations, all the different things that try to get our attention, all of the subliminal ways that we're programmed by media and advertising and everything that we are exposed to every single day. When you think about it, I mean, I think the old statistic that I had running 20 years ago was that we're bombarded by 3,500 different advertising messages in a day. I don't think it's that anymore. I think we're at least minimum double it, because we're exposed to so much more information now. So look, Mind Power Tips is really about getting the tips to make sure that the mind works as your servant and not as your master. That you begin to let your heart lead, that you begin to allow that divine guidance within you to show you what the next step is. And that's in part one of the reasons for this video. I will show you some of the ways with which we can regain control of our mind, get out of our mental prison, and begin to live a kind of life that is so much more rich. And I'm not talking money, although that can be a byproduct as well, but more rich in living. And one of the ways in which to reconnect to our heart, to our true sense and our energy, is to be out in nature. And as you can see, I'm walking around a nice little forest, and I'm reconnecting to myself and nature, oddly enough, with a piece of technology in my face. However, when I walk back, I'll be fully present in the moment. That's it. Be present in the moment. Sign up for the email list at mindpowertips.com and join me in this crusade to deal with overwhelm and reduce, to eliminate it, and begin living by our guidance. Begin living by your guidance as I do mine. Thanks so much for attending today. You are beautiful, you are marvelous, and you are wonderful, in case no one's ever told you. Peace out.